question number 1. Okay, now I just want to scribe this, so please follow along with me. This is an A positive. Whenever you have 2 commas, they act as brackets, then this information here is not the subject. Okay, in other words, this is the subject. Now, all of the students, okay, becomes a plural subject. And tomorrow becomes a present future. So each of this will play into my answers, right? So first of all, it's plural. Therefore, I'm going to remove all my singular options. Second of all, it's present. Therefore, I'm going to remove my past options, leaving me with number 2. What is the principle I've just used? The principle of elimination. Okay? I eliminate all answers that are incompatible with my suggested answer, leaving me with the only one left. Now, if I use this method, it is 100% guaranteed to get me the correct answer. I don't even need to think about this question anymore. It's 1 mark in my bag. Okay? If you apply principles like this as you go through the questions, you will end your booklet A with a reasonable confidence that you can get 28 to 30. Okay? I dare to say, I'm not 30, sorry, 26 to 28. Okay? Very, very confidently, you can get 26 to 28 if you apply religiously. But it's not easy because it requires a lot of concentration. Okay? So that's question number 1. Question number 2, neither of. I want you to highlight neither of. Now, whenever you see this combination, neither and the word of, not neither nor or neither or, but neither of, you're talking about how many people? Give me a finger. Yes, Claire. Thank you. 0. Neither of is always 0. And in English, 0 is singular or plural? Yeah, just mouth it, right? Yeah. Okay. Singular. Thank you, Gabriel. Okay. 0 is always singular. So neither of the twin girls is singular, right? And then, how do I know whether it's present or past tense? I look at the next verb here, prefer. Prefer is obviously in the present, right? So for consistency, a sentence cannot have one present and one past, what? So this must also be present. Therefore, the only one that follows a singular present is likes. Answer is again 2. This is the principle of best fit. Okay, that's the second principle. Okay, instead of eliminating the wrong answers, I zoom in on the correct answer because of the grammar rules that I've just applied. What are the grammar rules I've just applied here in order to get this? What are the 2 grammar rules I've just applied in order to get the principle of best fit? Anybody? Give me one, give me the other, or give me both. Raise your hands, please, if you know what are the 2 grammar rules I've just applied. Quick. Really? Nobody? Seriously? No confidence, is it? Unsure, is it? Then never mind, just try. No big deal. Worst comes to worst, I correct you. Nothing else will happen to you. What are the 2 grammar rules I've just applied to narrow my answer down to 1? Dia, go.
Singular and plural.
What is singular and plural? What rule does that apply to? What rule? What rule? Solomon?
Tenses.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's the other rule. I've applied tenses because I'm looking at the present tense becoming the present tense. So that's rule 1. There's a second rule that has to do with singular and plural, right? That I teach you and I tell you is the most important rule in English. You must never forget this rule. You apply this rule all the way to university, etc., etc. I've mentioned it many times before. What rule have I just applied? That is more important than tenses even. That also involves verbs. That involves the number, one or many, singular or plural. Oh dear, I'm giving so many hints. Skylar.
Subject-verb agreement.
Thank you. Finally, somebody breaks through. Subject-verb agreement rule. Okay? So a subject-verb agreement rule, 1 puts S after the verb, many no S after the verb, tells me that neither of is 1, right? So 1 puts S, right? So likes. 1 puts S after the verb. None of the others have likes. The only answer is with an S is L-I-K-E-S. So it is principle of best fit lah. If I know the rule and I apply the rule, I get the answer without even having to eliminate anything. So the best rule is when I have a best fit. The second best rule, I don't know what's the best fit. I use elimination. Do you all understand? These are the two main principles that you apply and in MCQ. Any kind of MCQ, science, maths, mother tongue, English. It doesn't matter what MCQ you're doing. You apply these two rules. First, you use your rule to find the best answer. You know that's the answer. You're confident, good enough. But second, if you don't know the rule, right, you use elimination. You cancel all the improbable, impossible answers, and then you look at the remaining answer, or if worst comes to worst, maybe two answers left, you just, guess lah. Out of the two, what is the correct one? But you've just improved your odds by 50%, right? If you've done principal elimination from 25%, 1 out of 4, you just improve your odds to 50%, 1 out of 2. So there is a chance that you can get it correct. So there is a skill involved here. It's not just about English. It's also about playing the odds of the question. Try to eliminate as many options as possible. That will raise your odds. Of course, if you have one left, it's 100% lah. That's the possible answer. That's the only possible answer. Everybody clear? So these are the two main rules that I want all of you to remember. The principle of elimination and the principle of best fit. Everything that I've just done on the paper should be mirrored in your paper. Are you mirroring it, boys and girls? Because I don't want to waste my effort and your time. Okay? So mirror along with me. It doesn't have to be the most beautiful thing. It can be messy. I don't care. The process is more important than the product. Okay? The process is more important than the product. Get used to the process, and after a while, all of this that you see on the paper will take place in your head. It doesn't need to take place on the paper anymore. It will be in your head. But you must begin somewhere. And where do you begin? On the paper. All right? That's where I begin. Right. Next, question number 3. What of us? Now, you are very tempted to look at of us and go all of us, because that's the logical, automatic kind of like knee-jerk reaction. But you know all of us is wrong, right? Because this is the kind of question they love to plant. Students who are careless, in a hurry, will choose all of us. Correct, everybody? How many of you chose all of us? Be honest. It's okay. How many of you put all of us? You see? So this kind of question is designed to catch you when you are unaware. Why is it not all of us? The key is here. This is the key. Okay? Can you see? Why is this the key? Anyone explain to me? Quick. Dia, go.
All is plural. So if it's a plural, it would have been were. Each is singular, so it is was. So the answer is not all.
Okay, so can you see that the incompatibility between all and was is that the subject and the verb do not agree. Surprise! It's subject-verb agreement rule again. So that's why I tell you, if you master subject-verb agreement rule, 85% of your English grammar questions you can clear. It's one or the other. It's a variation of subject-verb agreement. It's either the subject or the verb that they're testing you, but it's always agreement. And it's always about the number. It's always about one puts S after the verb, many no S after the verb, singular verb, singular noun, plural verb, plural noun. There's a consistency there. Okay, so in this case, cannot be all because all is plural and was is singular. They don't agree. Therefore, SVA broken, cannot. So I need a plural quantifier. And of course, like Dia already told us, the answer, because of best fit, is each of us. Because every is plural, both is plural, and each is singular. And again, if I don't know, right, I just use elimination. So I can use elimination, I can use best fit. Either one of them here will allow me to 100% get my answer. Can you all see? It's very easy, right? It's very straightforward, right? But it's very tedious, okay? It's very tedious, okay? Yes, Dia?
Do we use a red pen and mark our answers?
You can use a green pen and mark. It doesn't matter to me, as long as you
Okay.
mark it, okay? Just indicate somewhere on the paper that you got the answer right or wrong, and do the corrections and the annotations along the way. Because remember, the process is more important than the product. Don't get too hung up on the answer. Focus on the process by which I arrive at that answer, because you can have the same process in an easy question And the same process in a difficult question. In the easy question, no process, you can still get it. But in a difficult question, no process, you will get it wrong. So learn the process, even in easy questions. Then you can rehearse it for the difficult questions, okay? This is, again, an exam skill. It isn't so much an English skill, okay? So I hope you all are imbibing this. It's very important. Number 4, again, this is one of those kinds of questions that trip you up. Trip you up. Because there is a keyword here, okay? And this is crucial. You need to know what is a triplet. What's a triplet? Yeah, what's a triplet? Anybody? What's a triplet? Yeah, Shani, what's a triplet?
Like three
Three what?
sons, or like
Huh?
three children.
Yeah, it's 3 children. It may be 3 girls, it may be 3 boys, it may be 1 girl, 1 boy, 1 girl. If it's fraternal triplets, right? If it's fraternal triplets, it could be different genders, okay? But generally, triplets are all the same gender, right? But uncommonly, they can also be different genders. But anyway, 3 children. 3. So what did you learn about comparative and superlative adjectives? Can you still remember comparative and superlative? Right? Comparative is how many? Use your finger, show me. 2. Very good. Superlative is how many? Yeah, more than 2 lah. Okay. So can you write down here? This is, sorry, this is considered superlative, right? Superlative, meaning it's more than 2. Okay. Which means that I need to use the EREST. EST. So I need to use either the most or the EST version of the adjective. Most beautiful or biggest. All right. Most beautiful or biggest. So again, if I look here, of the triplets, Mabel is quiet. Cannot. Definitely wrong, right? Because it's not even comparative. Quieter, definitely cannot, because it's 2. The quietest, yes, because of the EST form, right? Why cannot be most quiet? Why cannot? Kanish?
Because there is already a superlative form.
Yes, very good. You only use most when there is no superlative form, like beautifulest, cannot, Beautifuler, cannot, Beautiful has no comparative or superlative form. So you use more or most. More or most are replacements for absence of superlatives and comparatives, okay? Very good. Thank you. You are all impressing me tremendously. And we are moving along quite nicely. I'm going to fly even faster now. Are you ready? Okay. Good, Okay, I'm going to go, because some questions not very difficult. I don't want to spend too much time, Okay, engross. Has been engrossed. Okay, this tense form is your present perfect. Okay, has been engrossed. Present perfect form. Present perfect form always pairs with the word since. Okay, so enough said lah. This is best fit. Okay, I don't even need to read the question, I have been doing something since. He has been doing something since. They have been here since. They have written this book since. Whatever. It doesn't matter what the sentence is. When you have a present perfect structure, it's always paired with the connector since, because it requires the comparison of 2 points of time in a time scale. Something that happened and then the stretch of time before something else happens. I have been here since the dawn of time. I have been waiting for Jairus to finish his work since 2 years ago, for example. Okay, so there's always a stretch of time between when something happens and something else happens. That's present perfect. Okay, and you always pair it with since. Next, question 6. Again, this is, I'm just going to put a little bracket there, an A positive. Therefore, this is the subject, and this is the time frame, which is future, which is also present. Future is always present, okay? So if it is singular and it is present, then it is going to be, cannot be are, cannot be have, because these are plural. Okay, is and has, right? So it has to be one of them. So is going to the Peranakan or has gone to the Peranakan. Has gone is also wrong because this is in the immediate past. I have gone means I just went lah. It's in the past tense, okay? So even though it's present perfect, it's actually in the past. So therefore, answer is number 1, process of elimination. Okay, I've done that. Again, anytime I apply one of these two rules, I am 100% certain I get the answer. I don't have to think twice. So please be hardworking. All right. Cheng, are you there? Where are you, Cheng? Wave your hand. Actually, you are very careless. Remember, just now you made that mistake. So you have to use these rules because this will guard you against hemorrhaging a lot of marks. You will lose a lot of marks in booklet A, and then that will demoralize you for booklet B. So don't do that, okay? You want to preserve as much of your booklet A marks as possible, so it will buffer you when you go to booklet B. Okay, if you have a 26 out of 28, you realize how confident you will be going to booklet B already. You're very confident. You know you've got 26 marks in hand. You don't have to worry so much, okay? So please be careful. You will need to lose some of those marks in comprehension close passage, in synthesis. So how do you get marks in hand to lose? You start by not losing any marks in booklet A. Do you understand? Booklet A must be as impregnable as possible. Then use some of those marks in comprehension close, or use some of those marks in other areas that will be required. Okay.
We don't know where it is being conceived.
Who is not muted? Okay, that's much better. Thank you. All right. Okay, so let's move on. So stop quarreling, quarreling over trivial matters. I'm just going to use best fit here because quarreling is over. Okay. Now, if you don't know this answer, if you got it wrong, that means that you are not reading enough books. There is literally no grammar rule to govern this except exposure. You must be exposed to a lot of reading before you understand what is called collocation. Collocation means certain words always come together. In this case, the word quarrel and the word over is a collocated word, meaning they always come together. They're like husband and wife. But in order for you to know that, you need to have read enough books and articles and language to know that these two words always come together. There's no rule that governs it. Like phrasal verbs, there's no rules that govern phrasal verbs. You just have to know. Okay, so these are collocated words. You just have to read more. So if you want to ask me, short term, use these strategies. Long term, read a lot. Just keep reading and reading and reading. Go and read everything under the sun. All right, everything good, of course. Don't go read bad things. Okay. Next, question 8. Joseph has completed his homework before going to the playground. Had completed. Therefore, this is a question tag, right? So this one, positive becomes negative lah. If it's positive here, it becomes negative here lah. So had becomes hadn't lah. Can't be this, can't be this, can't be this. Process of elimination. Had becomes hadn't. Okay? Pretty straightforward. Don't want to waste time here. Very easy. Move on to question 9. Joachim managed to catch the bus home. Okay. Relief. Oh, I'm sorry. Relief. Okay. Can someone just tell me the answer to this, please? This is so easy. Okay, Kanish, go. I'm sorry, wait, stop, Kanish. Duncan, go. Give you a chance.
Much.
Much relief. Much. Okay, why? Because again, collocation. Collocation, you either know it or you don't. There's no rule that governs this. Okay? Again, read. Boys and girls, read. Read. You see Mr. Pang in the hall every day? Do you see me in the hall every day? Do you know what I'm doing in the hall every day? Do you see me doing it in the hall every day? Yeah? Do you see me holding a book every day? Do you see me holding a different book every day? Right? Can you please read? Up until my age, right, and I'm very old, I'm still reading. And I'll continue to read until the day I die. And every time I read, I'm going to learn new words and I'm going to learn new ideas. Okay? It's like compressing 10,000 brains into one book. That's what a book is. Compressed brains. If you want to get, supercharged in your intelligence, please read a book. Okay? I can't say enough how important it is to read. Okay, so intellectual humility. Assume you don't know and then read so you know. Next. Bala the bully punched him and hurled vulgarities and recounted. All of these are in the past tense. So therefore, this must also be in the past tense. Consistency, right? So grabbing cannot, grabs cannot, grab cannot. Answer is 3 lah. Again, elimination, okay? If I didn't write this, I would have finished this in 2 seconds, okay? So there are some questions you can speed through, but always use the rule, elimination or best fit, and then make sure that you check everything triple, quadruple times because you are all super careless. Okay, all good, let's go. Next one, vocabulary. This is going to be a little bit challenging. So are you ready? Loosen your hands, please. It's going to be a lot to write. Okay. Take a moment. Okay. Look off in the distance. We've had Zoom for about half an hour. So give your eyes a short break. Right. Look somewhere else. Don't look at Mr. Pang. Okay. Look somewhere else. Okay. Yeah. All right. Stretch yourself a little bit. Okay. Take a drink of water. Gargle your mouth if it's a little bit too dry. But it shouldn't be, because I've been the one making all the noise. Okay. All right. At this point, what is the target for grammar MCQ, boys and girls? What is the target that you should aim to score for grammar MCQ? What's the target? Always, yeah. Nothing less than 10 upon 10. Okay? And by 10 upon 10, I don't mean you get your results back. You see that your results are 10 upon 10. No, that's not what I mean. By 10 upon 10, I mean you walk away from the exam room, you know you got 10. You get what I mean? Have you ever had papers where you walked away knowing that you did well? I'm sure you have, right? There'll be some papers you walk away, you know that you did well. Same here. That's my target for all of you. You don't even need to look at your papers. You will know that you did well. If you don't know, right, that means that you're not sure of your concepts. You've not applied your principles well. That's why you don't know, right? You're not sure. But if you are sure of your principles and concepts, like what I'm going through with you now, you walk away, you know that you did well. You know it. And if you're careless, you also know you're careless. You will immediately know it. You will immediately realize, oh no, I did something wrong. Oh no, I chose the wrong option. You will know it. That too is a good sign, actually, because that shows me that you are aware of your mistakes. Again, mistakes are better than correct answers. If you're aware of your mistakes, I count that as a win. Okay? Next, vocabulary. Let's write all of this down. Unclear. Very sure. Exposed. Not hidden. Making less serious. Okay? You're going to do this for every option now, so you learn all the words. Okay? And I'm going to use these words in sentences so that you understand. All right? Ambiguous. Right? Instead of giving me a clear answer, why are you being so ambiguous? Got it, everybody? Instead of giving me a clear answer, yes or no, why are you being so ambiguous? Right? For example, Skylar comes up to Mr. Pang and asks me, Mr. Pang, for compo, did I do well or not? Yeah. Okay, that is an ambiguous answer. Okay, however, if I want to be unequivocal means, yes, Skylar, you absolutely did excellent for your composition without any doubt. No question, 110%, as my name is Mr. Pang. I say so. Okay, right, by the way, you did, Okay, so anyway, my point is, being unequivocal means that you are absolutely confident and certain about something without any shadow of a doubt. Do you understand, everybody? That's unequivocal. The opposite of unequivocal is ambiguous. Why is it like this? Because this is an antonym, right? Remember antonyms? Antonyms are the opposite meanings of one another. Explicit means something that is open and not hidden. Okay, so for example, the instructions on the can of detergent are very explicit. Do not drink it. Do you understand? The instructions on the can of detergent are very explicit. Do not drink it. Okay? Explicit, clear, obvious, not hidden, exposed for everybody to see. Nobody can ever doubt. Okay? But it's different. Understatement means making less serious. Oh, today's weather quite bad, said the man who was blown away by a tornado. That is an understatement. Do you understand? Do you understand understatement? Hey, today's weather quite bad, said the man who was blown away by a tornado. That is an understatement. Okay? Right? So an understatement is when you speak something less serious than it actually is. Much less serious. you understate it. Okay, understatement. Okay, so guarantee must of course always be, let's see, let me call upon a random person and hear what their answer will be, because I'm sure that there will be many variations. Okay, wait, cannot. You raise your hands, I won't call you. Jeanette. What's your answer, Jeanette? Open your microphone. I'm sorry. Turn your microphone on and speak. Say the word.
I don't know how to.
Try.
Something.
Something. Who's your English teacher?
You.
I would sack him. Unequivocal. Say that after me. Jeanette Tan, one word.
Unequivocal.
Unequivocal. If you cannot pronounce a word, Jeanette Tan, one word, or anybody else out there who cannot pronounce this word, break it up. Unequivocal. Vocal, you all know, right? Vocal, mouth. Unequivocal, meaning to not have any doubt in the saying of something. Unequivocal is from Latin. Vocal means to speak forth. So you have no doubt as you say it. Okay? Unequivocal, perfectly right. Good, even though horribly pronounced. Something rubbish. Okay? I'll have to edit this part out from the video. Terrible. Okay, number 2. I'm 12, sorry. Okay, compassion, pity, mercy, compulsion, to force or compel someone to do something they don't want to do. Compress, to squeeze, to make smaller. Complicate or complication, to make more complex. Okay, write all of this down, please. Okay, come on. Let me call another random person. Okay, Clarice, I give you a chance. Just now you raised your hand. I am just curious why you felt the what to comment on this article when you very clearly hadn't even read it yet. So you hadn't read it, but you still comment on it. Yes, Clarice?
Compulsion.
Compulsion. S-I-O-N is always zhen, never compulsion. Compulsion is the Chinese way of reading it. 省来省去. No, compulsion. Zhen. The S-I-O-N sound is always the shen or zhen sound. Okay, shen. Compulsion. Say compulsion, Clarice.
Compulsion.
Compulsion. Say it with more insatiable curiosity next time, please. You sound quite bored. Okay, don't sound bored. You're not allowed to. Even if you are, you must pretend that you are insatiably curious. I have to keep repeating all these rules and values so that you don't forget. Now, next one, okay? I don't need to say separated. I don't need to talk about diverted. Averted means to look away. Okay. Deflected means to push away. Okay. You all know what's diverted, right? You all know what's diverted, right? Don't know. Diverted means to like shift in a different direction. Okay, for example, the traffic was diverted from the expressway because of the massive accident involving 10 trucks. Okay, yeah. So the traffic was diverted from the expressway because of the massive accident involving the 10 trucks. So diverted means to shift in a different direction. Okay, averted means to look away. You avert your gaze. You avert, well, okay, there you go. Okay, right. Right? I just gave away the answer in case you didn't know. So anything to do with your eyes, right, you avert. Avert always has to do with your eyes. Okay? You avert your eyes, you avert your gaze, you avert your glance, right? You avert your eyes away at something, okay? So that's it, okay? Number 14, let's have fun here. Javen, can you tell me what animosity means, Javen? I see some of you know. Very good. Javen, come. You try lah. If you don't know, you can always say don't know. It's okay. I'm just having fun. Unmute yourself, please. Don't look for the word on the internet. I can see the screen flashing in your face.
Actually,
Javen. Yes, Javen. Quickly.
I don't know.
Okay,
I
can
don't
you
know about it.
can you please pay attention? Are you paying attention, Javen? You're not distracted by something else, are you? I should hope not, huh? Okay, but we shall see. We shall see. Kanishk,
Is it a grudge you hold against enemy?
is it your checking of the online dictionary?
No, cha. Why
Hmm.
would I?
I have my doubts. I have my deep doubts. Okay, I am unequivocal that you have checked a dictionary somewhere or other, unequivocably. Okay, anyway, fine. Animosity is a grudge or ill will, right? That you bear someone, obviously someone who is your enemy, lah, right? You wouldn't bear ill will against your friend, okay, unless your friend becomes your enemy. Animosity. Devotion would be commitment, okay? You are committed to someone, committed to their good, of course not their evil. Goodwill is, well, the opposite of animosity. These are antonyms. Benevolence is kindness. Okay, so no longer, the keyword is no longer felt any what? Who would like to answer? Ong Yuan, come, Ong Yuan, answer question 14, please. Which is your answer? Please say it loudly after you unmute yourself. Quick.
Animosity.
Very good. Animosity, right? I no longer felt any grudge towards my enemy, right? Only pity. And pity, incidentally, is compassion, which we just looked at earlier, right? Pity or compassion, okay? Which one is better? Pity or compassion, by the way? Do you know what's the difference between the two? When do you use pity and when do you use compassion? Solomon, go.
Pity is when you feel bad for someone, and compassion is that you want to show care to that person.
Okay, very good. I like that. Okay, compassion has more of a component of care, whereas pity is more like, look down, You look down on someone, you pity them, right? So it's more negative, lah. Okay, it's more negative. Pity is more negative. Whereas compassion is more like positive. You care about them. You are identifying with them. Okay, you're not looking down on them. So if you want to, please use the word compassion. It's more polite than to use the bit. Don't say I pity you. Say I have compassion on you or I have compassion for you. That's better. Okay. Yay! Last question for this section. Ooh, we are ahead of schedule. Very good. Due to Formula One race, traffic had to be what did I just give you as an example about an accident on a traffic roadway with 10 trucks? Yes. On purposefully, right? So it's usually to do with traffic, right? Okay. Or can also be attention. The naughty boy diverted the teacher's attention while he tried to steal a wallet, for example. Okay. Is there anything here that you need me to explain? Reverted, deflected, separated. Anyone doesn't know anything? Point the number to me if you don't know anything. I just write down the answer for you. One, okay. Reverted. Okay. Jairus, can you try to explain reverted for those who don't understand it?
Is it like you revert your attention?
Yes. So what does it mean? Yes, you just used it correctly. But what does that mean? You revert your attention. What does that mean? Good.
Like you change you move your attention from one place to another.
Revert. Revert. So what does that mean?
I mean, when you you're thinking about something and then you think about something else and then you go back to thinking about
Going back. Yes, that's the word. Go back. Right. So your attention goes back. You return your attention. Revert means to return or reply or to go back. Okay. Right? You revert to someone in their email means you reply to them. You revert your attention means you return your attention to someone after you were distracted by something else, like Jairus was explaining to us. Very good. Thank you. Awesome. Deflected, you all already know. Separated, you already know. Very good. Let's go. Last section. Yay. Celebrate, everybody. Wave your hands in the air. Good job. You're awesome. Okay. You just spent 45 minutes doing some really boring questions with me, and you all kind of still look quite okay. Good job, everybody. Either you are first-rate Hollywood actors, or you have put into practice my two values of insatiable curiosity and intellectual humility. Okay, very good. Yay. Thank you. At least you give me some hope for the future, lah. All of you are going to be my future doctors and nurses and lawyers, and so at least you can at least pay attention to me. Next time when I grow old, okay, don't leave me in a corner to die by myself. Okay, very good. Let's go on. Number 1, police have launched a manhunt. Now, let me give you a tip for this section. You want to be sure that you get your answer correct, right? You always write your answer above the option here. Okay? So you write the correct answer above. If you don't write, you cannot see it in the sentence. Always put your answer into the sentence and read it back to yourself. If it doesn't make sense, it is absolutely wrong. I don't care how much you think it is correct. So police have launched. Police have held a manhunt. Police have commenced the manhunt. Police have dispatched the manhunt. Police have opened the manhunt. Which one sounds the best? Which one sounds the best? You see, I have some twos and some threes. You see, Kanish is doing a very strong 2. Duncan is doing a strong 2. Yuan is doing a strong 3. Dia is doing a strong 2. Genevieve is doing a strong 3. Clara is doing a 3. 2 or 3. So, is it 2 or is it 3? Let's see. 2 or 3. Okay, so obviously we all know it's not 1 and 4. Very good. You are correct. 1 and 4 by process of elimination simply don't work because they sound ridiculous. You cannot hurl a manhunt and you cannot open up a manhunt, right? Absolutely good. So now you got 50% chance of getting correct. See, very good. Okay, Solomon, please don't fool around. Thank you. Right? I don't take kindly to irrelevant signs. Thank you. So, hurl, open, out, dispatch. Now, I'm going to give you the meaning. Then you will know, okay? So, you obviously don't know what one of these meanings is, or at least, or maybe even both. Commence means to start. Dispatch means to send. Okay, so the answer is commence. You start a manhunt. Because a manhunt is an activity. You got to start it and end it. The people who do the manhunt, the police officers, they are dispatched. They are sent. Okay, Solomon? So please don't get confused. People are sent. Activities are started. You don't send an activity. Do you understand? You send people. Okay, next question, number 17. Okay, let's go again. Same thing. Allegedly robbed a goldsmith's shop. Allegedly, meaning superficially. Obviously wrong, right? Okay. By the way, do you know what superficially? Superficially means like skin deep. Okay? Superficial smile means your smile is only on your face but not in your heart. Okay? It's just the appearance. So it's got nothing to do with that. Okay? So purportedly, asserted, or ostensibly, asserted obviously wrong. Because you see, asserted is the only one that doesn't end with an ly, right? Okay, you see it's the only one that doesn't end with an ly. Okay, so you see allegedly ends with an ly here. So the answer must also end with an ly. It's the same form of the word. You cannot have a different form. So it cannot be asserted. So it's either purportedly or ostensibly. Ostensibly means obviously. Okay, and purportedly means allegedly. Okay, it's the synonym for purportedly. So answer is number 2. Okay, allegedly. So far, are you all doing well for this section? This is traditionally the worst section for most of my students, right? Are you all doing okay for this section? You okay? Claire, stop singing. Are you doing okay for this section? Yes, you're not singing. I can read your lips. Okay. Next, question 18. Okay. Carting away. So you cut away means you put something in a wheelbarrow, or you put something in a, like a contraption that you then push away. So which one has the idea of pushing or transporting away? Yes, correct. This one, I think I don't need to go into too much detail. It's number 2. So again, remember, hauling away, commenced. Write it in so you can double check your answer. Allegedly is purportedly. Okay, can you all please write down the answers above each of the words so that when you read the sentence back to yourself, you can check that it makes sense. We are finishing. We're finishing. We're finishing. After this, we will stop for the day. Is that okay, everybody? All good? Then I'll send you all the visual text answers, okay? Then you all can mark yourselves. Then we are done with booklet A. Tomorrow we do booklet B, okay? We do the most controversial sections of booklet B, okay? So you just make sure you have booklet B ready, yeah? Awesome, you're all good, okay? Then after we finish tomorrow, you're going to finish specimen paper 2, if you haven't done so yet. Okay, next, number 19, armed. Oh, come on. Come on, quick, someone just give me the answer. Yes, thank you. 4. Okay, equipped with a hammer, right? You are equipped with a hammer. You are equipped with a hammer and a firearm, okay? Equipped, because these are all equipment, okay? Equipment. By the way, accoutred. Everybody say accoutred. Accoutred. It's a French word, right? That's why it sounds a bit weird, right? The French have strange pronunciation patterns. Accoutred. Accoutred. Remember the French word I taught you? Remember? During composition, what was the French word? Double entendre. Remember double entendre? Double entendre and accoutred. Can you hear the similarities? These are both French words, right? Accoutred. Accoutred means to dress in a fancy way. Like a fancy dress, while you dress up as a princess. That means you are accoutred like a princess. Okay, you dress up like a pirate, you're accoutred like a pirate. Accoutred, right? See, somehow it makes me sound different, like French. I don't know. Okay? Accoutred, right? Double entendre. Accoutred. The R sound in French is always nasal, right? I can't do it. Sorry. My nose is blocked. Okay, last one. Estimated. Oh, come on. Estimation in maths. Another word for estimation is what? In maths, another word for estimation is what? Yeah, approximation, right? Yes. Answer is number 3. Okay, so again, approximated. That means estimated, right? Kind of like roughly gauged to be around that amount, okay? Yay, are we done? We are done. Awesome. Now, do me a favor, everybody. Let me just zoom out for a while and for a bit, okay? Can you please give each section its own mark? Can? So this section upon 5, let's say you scored like, I don't know, 5 upon 5. Can you just put 5 upon 5 and circle it? The previous section was also upon 5, right? Can you give yourself 5 upon 5? Okay, then the previous section was upon 10, right? Can you give yourself how much upon 5? Okay, just go through and give me a score, honest score, okay? I unequivocally do not want you to modify your scores. So give me your honest reporting, please. Okay, 5 upon 5, this one 10 upon 10, right? Can you please go and do your scores? I'll be very honest with you. Grammar, I expect 10 upon 10. Vocabulary, I don't expect 10 upon 10. Okay, what do I expect? What do you think I expect for the combination of these two sections, 5 and 5 together, 10? What do you think? Okay, depending on where you are, right? If you are strong in the language, I would say 8. If you are weak in the language, I would say range between 5 to 7. 5 to 7. I'm okay with 5 even. Okay? Because some of you really don't have exposure to the words, but you got to build up your vocabulary. Okay, everybody? Got to build it. Promise me you read more. Promise me you do more vocabulary, okay? Because this is going to be really important. 7 or 8 is kind of the target for this section. If you can achieve that, you're pretty safe for band 3. Okay, I mean AL3 okay, and above. Okay, we stop here today. Thank you, everybody. I'm sure you have to go for dinner. Please help me thank your parents for allowing you to attend lessons so late in the evening. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll let y'all know what time. Okay, tomorrow I may end late. So I don't know whether I can have or not. Okay, bye-bye. I'll tell you what time. Bye. Go and have dinner. Okay.
Bye.
Thank you so much, everybody. Really appreciate it.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.